Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to play some more of the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge, and we are on our third generation with our heir Elizabeth. In the last episode, Elizabeth officially aged up into a young adult and we are well on our way to working on the goals for the third generation. She kind of had a rough go of things. She found a cursed book in her apartment, which caused some issues. She saw someone die on a date. She sprained her ankle dancing. It's been like a whole thing for her, and it's just kind of been a little bit rough. So coming on over into our game, it is Thursday morning. She just celebrated Winterfest, which she kind of did alone, and she's in pain from this sprained ankle that she has and is just kind of having a tough time of things. So Elizabeth is outgoing, non-committal, and clumsy. Those are the traits that she has to have. She is going to need to max the dancing, juice fizzing, and mixology skills. She is currently an assistant dishwasher in the culinary career, but she's going to end up going on the mixology branch of that and maxing that. And she is a serial romantic. And one of the things with Elizabeth is that she's going to have a few one-night stands, get pregnant, and we're not going to know for sure who the father is. So that's a fun thing. She is off now for her very first day of work as an assistant dishwasher. So work is going to happen. She does need to go on another date and have a boyfriend or girlfriend. She went on a date last time with Jimmy Slater and they had a good time and they really hit things off, but she wasn't quite sure that she wanted to ask him to be her boyfriend just yet. She also has a bit of a romance with Gail Fernandez and Branson Arnold. Branson is now a young adult, so we could go on a date with him. And we could just kind of see what other people she ends up with some good compatibility with, some good looking Sims, because they are going to, contribute their genetics to our legacy. All right, Elizabeth is back home and it's snowing quite badly out. She is in pain. And she needs to have some fun. Let's have her come and unwind with the bubble blower a little bit. She's in pain, she needs some fun, so we'll let her do that, and then I think maybe get her fun up a little bit, and then maybe she can try to go out on a date with, let's try Branson. Oh, Elizabeth is feeling a bit dazed and cloudy from using the bubble blower. It didn't really get her fun up as much as I expected it to. I thought maybe it would fill this a little bit faster, but it's not. Elizabeth is gonna ask Branson out on a date, and I think that since she's a little bit hungry, I think maybe we'll just go out to eat here at the old Salt House for their dinner. I don't know what restaurant for sure she works at. Maybe she's just working in a cafe. I don't think it's this one because I don't think she'd go eat at the one that she's working at. All right, we'll have her go in and request a table, and then she really needs to go to the bathroom, so we need to get her up to the restaurant, which is of course upstairs, and she has a sprained ankle. Oh gosh. Okay, well, peeing is gotta take precedent. Alright, well, hey, they're kind of in this, like, nice place up here. I think let's get her in a little bit more of a date-type outfit. Alright, so they are here out on a date, and they're gonna order some food, and I think that she would definitely get a drink of some kind. I kind of feel like she's not necessarily, like, a wine person, so let's have her do the dim and gusty. And then let's maybe have Branson order a wrench for Branson. And then we'll get them some food. Oh, what was that? I did give Branson a makeover. I was thinking if he's gonna be a romantic interest for Elizabeth, that maybe giving him a makeover might not be the worst thing, since we're gonna be looking at him for a while. And some of the EA outfits are a little rough. They do have a really strong romance bar and a strong friendship with each other. Oh, he's blowing kisses across the table? Why are we blowing fire? Elizabeth, what's going on with that? So we have learned that Branson is self-assured, which I think is something that Elizabeth does find attractive. She is not seeming to be feeling the best. We know she's got a sprained ankle, but maybe there's like something else going on a little bit because she's been like blowing fire and she's really struggling with like her needs for fun and she's getting kind of hungry. It would be really awesome if the food arrived. Oh, Elizabeth is non-committal. These sins grow tense from stability and it can be in their relationship or career. Infuse change often. Okay. All right, the food is arriving. So they are enjoying their meal. Elizabeth is feeling very flirty from the hot dinner date and the titillating banter with Branson. All right, it is getting kind of late. The date is in the gold range. They are kissing and being very flirty with each other. I'm not quite ready to have her woohoo with him just yet. So, but we are gonna go home, I think, and let her do something to get her fun up and get some sleep because she does have to work in the morning. And Elizabeth is up. She has work in about an hour, so she's just kind of taking care of some of her basic needs. It would be kind of cool if she got promoted today. She doesn't have a lot of money, but she doesn't have a lot of expenses at the moment either. Like, her apartment is furnished. She's not pregnant or anything like that, so she's kind of doing okay. Oh, Robbie Rowan is called. Oh, he wants to go out with someone else. We had kind of thought about him as being one of the potential romance partners. I think maybe she's like, I think you can do better because they had, if I remember correctly, yeah, they have good compatibility, but he's kind of mean, so maybe he's not the most ideal choice. Charity gift drive. It's time to do good with a charity gift drive. Call the property owner over to take part and donate items to share in the generosity. I don't have stuff to donate. I don't have that much stuff. Ooh, Elizabeth has been promoted to head dishwasher. That's amazing. She doesn't have to work all weekend, which is, I think, a good thing for her. And then she'll work again Monday morning at about 9 a.m. I don't know, we just found an enormous trilobite in the mail. Maybe we can donate that. We'll let her watch some TV. Maybe she can watch the cooking channel because she is going to have to get her cooking skill up a little bit just to get to the mixology career. So we can let her do that. Oh no, it looks like there's more mold. Oh no. Okay, well, let's let Elizabeth get her fun up. She does have a dirty sink that she needs to clean, and she's going to have to do something about that. Okay, let's invite him in. Maybe he'll deal with the mold. Because I feel like that's, you know, a him problem. Oh, and Lily is calling. Okay, we can chat with our sister too. Right, so I moved this new sim into the area. This is Blake Barton, and I thought that he might be a good person for a romantic interest for Elizabeth. So I'd like to have her come and do a polite introduction with him. She's going to be polite at first. And she's going to say, hey, I'm Elizabeth. I live across the hall. It's really nice to meet you. Okay. And they have amazing compatibility. Elizabeth thinks that Blake is fun to be around, and he thinks that Elizabeth is adventurous. So I think we're going to start chatting with him and getting to know him a little bit. Right, she has learned that Blake is a music lover. They have such good compatibility. They're getting along really well. Ooh, okay, this sim is a masterpiece. It looks like Elizabeth just befriended an idealist sim. Idealist sims are gifted when it comes to endeavors of creativity. They usually like musical or artistic pursuits, making or simply appreciating creative works of art. I think is true because she loves dancing, and so I think someone who is really into that would be right up her alley. Let's have her flirt with him a little bit. Oh, the flirt went well. They are already feeling closer from happy memories. They're already friends. He is outgoing. Elizabeth is feeling very flirty from their conversation. She's feeling fulfilled because of a want fulfillment. She does kind of want to start a new relationship with him. Warm up with body heat? What's that? I don't know what that is. It is cold, so she's going to warm... Oh, it's a hug. Okay. It's like a more romantic hug. Oh, they're flirting. They're getting even more flirtatious. It's now an amorous exchange. We can do a first kiss. Let's give a first kiss. Oh my goodness, they are really into each other a lot. Ooh, and making out in the street. All right, I think though it's probably a time for Elizabeth. Well, maybe they could do some bubble blowing together. Why doesn't she invite Blake to unwind with some bubble blowing? She wants to woohoo with him and ask him on a date. Let's pin the woohoo because I think he will be one that we woohoo with. So they're just gonna enjoy a little bit of a bubble blowing together. feeling very flirty indeed. Right, she's come back to her apartment. She really does need to deal with this allergenic mold pile issue and to clean her bathroom sink before she gives sleep a try. Oh, is the bed like in the way? So she's had to like move her bed out of the way to get this mold pile off the ground and keep her from getting too sick from all of it. And then she needs to probably sleep a little bit, poor thing. Right, it is New Year's Eve, which, let's be honest, seems like the perfect day for Elizabeth. And I think this might be her party day, that it's New Year's Eve. And I think Elizabeth has been going through a lot. She's had kind of a rough start to things. She had the curse book in her apartment. She injured her ankle. She's had to spend like major holidays by herself, and her mother has passed away, and she never really got to like talk to her mom and reconcile things. So this year that's ending for her has been a really difficult year. And so I think that as a result of that, this is where she is going to get a little wild and crazy and see what might happen and go out with her 3 guys. So she's got Blake, Branson, Jimmy, and Gail. Gail is still a teenager, so we're looking like Blake, Branson, and Jimmy as the possibilities of who she might give it all a try with. And I think since Blake is her neighbor, maybe we'll let her like go use the restroom, kind of make sure her apartment is cleaned up, and then we'll invite him over first. So Elizabeth is starting New Year's real early by making herself a zebra fizz to drink. So she is at 9 a.m. already making herself a drink, like one does when you're kind of the partier that Elizabeth is. And you know, it's never too early in the morning to get down and do some dancing, especially for Elizabeth, who loves to dance. That's like her thing. So she is dancing with Jacqueline, one of her really good friends who also lives in this building. Wait, Drat, it's bats, it's plasma bats. Oh no, she's getting attacked by bats again. This is not a good way to end the year either. Oh gosh. Right, Branson has met up with Elizabeth here at a coffee shop for a little bit of time together for New Year's. Maybe he's gonna go out with some friends for New Year's, and so he's not gonna hang out with Elizabeth. Maybe she's made plans to hang out with like Jimmy. Right, so they are here being being very flirty with each other. They're really getting kind of hot and heavy. I did actually put a shower in here because I needed a place for them to woohoo. We're gonna let her woohoo with Branson in the shower. She's feeling really flirty. They've already been making out in this cafe. They're not gonna really have like a chance to see each other for New Year's, so they are gonna go do a little woohoo here in the cafe, because where else would you woohoo but a cafe? So they're gonna go woohoo here in the shower. Oh, apparently he has back hair. Okay. So Elizabeth is having her first woohoo experience with Branson. Alright, so they have woohooed with each other, and Elizabeth is feeling pretty good, pretty confident from her first woohoo, and it was good. It was a clean and satisfying shower woohoo. But they've started to have like a little bit of a disagreement with each other. And I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that Branson is going to go out with friends, or maybe she told him that she had made some other plans and he didn't like that. So they are kind of arguing with each other a little bit about all of this, and he is starting to feel really kind of hurt. And Shayna Conrad is here because she's like witnessing the whole thing. And he's like yelling back like, why? How could you go out with somebody else? I don't think that that's okay. She's like, well, you weren't going to spend New Year's with me, so I made plans to spend it with somebody else. And he's like really upset and angry with her about all of this. And in fact, it's gone so poorly that their friendship has taken a major hit, and so has their romance. And Elizabeth is like, all right, that's it. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And she's like, I think she's feeling really upset. She's still flirty, but she's also like struggling with what just happened with him. And, you know, she was already kind of having a rough like New Year's because she's been thinking a lot about her mom and everything that took place with her. And so she's gotten fed up and she's going back home. So she came back to her apartment really upset, and she found Blake, and they decided that they were going to sit down and they were going to kind of hang out together and do a little bit of bubble blowing. And she's upset about what happened. Like, she's feeling sad because this person slipped through her fingers, but she's still trying to feel confident. You know, she's knows that she has other options than just Branson, and if he's gonna mistreat her, then she doesn't really want to be with him. And now she's got this neighbor in Blake who is here, and he's like, you know, you don't really have to talk about what happened, but just know that I'm here for you if you need someone to talk to. And the bubble blowing has left Elizabeth feeling rather flirty, and she and Blake have started to kiss and to get a little bit more physical. And without thinking about what she's doing, she is inviting him back to her apartment to see what will happen. And they are going to now woohoo. This is kind of like she's upset from what happened with Branson, and she's kind of like bouncing back off of Blake, which isn't the best for Blake. And she knows too that later on she's gonna be going out with Jimmy and her other friends, but she's been, you know, doing the bubble blowing and all of that, and it's kind of impacted her choices. And so since Blake was there and being really supportive of her, they are going to woohoo. But unfortunately, she is planning on going out with her friends and also with Jimmy to celebrate New Year's. And Blake is like, all right, I think I need to get going as well. I have some plans with some of my old friends to get together. And Elizabeth's like, I'm really appreciative of your support. So thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. But now it's time to go celebrate some New Year's with some dancing, some drinks, and hanging out with her friends and with Jimmy. And they are here at the Pen Europa dancing to celebrate the New Year. She's got all of her friends here with her, and she is feeling flirty and she's just having a really good time hanging out with her friends. Jimmy has arrived. Oh my goodness, Chastity is doing some sort of crazy dance. I don't know what she's doing. She looks pregnant too. She's really getting down for being pregnant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and Lily is pregnant as well. Everybody is pregnant. Uh-oh. And we know with all of the woohooing happening, there is a good chance that Elizabeth herself will in fact end up pregnant. Elizabeth is coming over to order a drink from none other than Poppy, her aunt. So Poppy was really good friends with Ren, and she's come up here and she is ordering a drink from her aunt. I wonder what Poppy thinks of Elizabeth and the way that things have been going for her. She is taking a bit of a break from the dancing though, and she is ordering a drink. She's having a zebra fizz, which is her favorite drink. And she also ordered one for Jimmy as well. She is feeling very flirty from being smitten with someone nearby. We know she's smitten with Jimmy. She's been doing some bubble blowing. She has been having some drinks. She has been dancing. She's kind of feeling the New Year's spirit. Jimmy is starting to really get into the dancing as well. And it is starting to get really close now to midnight. And Elizabeth is going in to give him a kiss. And as things tend to do, especially when drinks and bubble blowing and parties are involved, one thing is going to lead into another, and they are going to go woohoo in the closet, because there is a closet in here. So she's gonna be like, this is really crowded, it's really loud, let's go somewhere else and let's celebrate New Year's Eve in our own way. And they are going into the closet. They are woohooing. Oh my. So that was some good woohoo with him. So they had some good woohoo, and they have been some talking, and she and Jimmy made the decision to become official, and he asked her to be his girlfriend, and because of everything that's kind of going on, she happened to say yes. So she's completed that part of her serial romantic aspiration. Now she wants to reach level 6 of the charisma skill, have a strong romantic relationship with 3 Sims at once, which she's done, and kiss 10 Sims. Okay, so we're going to bring her home. New Year's Eve has come to an end. She needs to go to bed. I think she's feeling a little bit hazy and fuzzy from the whole New Year's thing. And she is definitely getting into a bed for the night. It has been quite the night for Elizabeth. She has partied, she's drank, she's done bubble blowing. She's feeling hung up from being woohooing in the closet. It's been kind of a long night for Elizabeth. So it was a long night of partying, and Elizabeth has woken up, throwing up, and really not feeling very well. And while she knows she definitely did a lot of partying and drinking, and that could very well be why she's not feeling well, she's also a little concerned that with all of that woohoo, maybe there's a baby on the way. So now, after waking up, throwing up multiple times, needing to clean up after all of it, so she's just really not feeling well, so she decided to get a pregnancy test. And she is taking this pregnancy test because she knows that something is off. Something is not quite right with her body. Like, she knows something isn't okay. And to her shock, she is, in fact, pregnant. So Elizabeth is pregnant, which, interestingly enough, she would be happy to have a child. So she's not completely upset about this. But there is now a child on the way. We do not know who the father is at this particular juncture. And so I think with that, we're going to end this episode here. So Elizabeth has woohooed with her 3 different Sims. She is now pregnant and expecting. It was kind of a wild New Year's for her. And we have a little one on the way. So Gen 4 is going to be arriving sooner than Gen 3 did, since Ren went to university. But yeah, here we have it. Little one is on the way. So life is going to change for Elizabeth, and things are going to get a little bit tougher for her, I think. But we'll see what happens. What is she going to do? Is she going to settle down with one of these guys? She still has the serial romantic aspiration to complete. She is now dating officially Jimmy, but there is the cute guy that's moved in across the hall. So what's going to happen with Elizabeth? Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!